The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. It was the time when the town of Willowshade came alive in whispers and shadows. Among its cobbled streets and towering trees, a vampire named Lucian wandered, his thoughts heavy with the monotony of eternal life. He sought something unknown, a spark to ignite the darkness that had become his existence. He was tall and pale, with dark eyes that carried the weight of centuries. Though he had lived through countless lifetimes, his heart had never known the warmth of love. One fateful evening, Lucian found himself in the old library, drawn by a faint melody of human whispers and the comforting scent of old parchment. He hoped to find a momentary escape from his thoughts, but instead discovered something far more profound. There, amidst the scent of aged books and flickering candlelight, he saw her. Her name was Clara, a human girl with fiery red hair and a laugh that could melt the coldest winter. She was reading alone, her fingers brushing the pages with care. Their eyes met, and for a moment the world around them seemed to pause. Lucian felt a pull he couldn't ignore. Against all better judgment, he introduced himself. Clara was startled at first, but soon found herself drawn to the mysterious man with a voice as smooth as silk. They talked until the moon rose high, sharing stories of their worlds, hers filled with sunshine and hope, his cloaked in darkness and secrets. Despite their differences, a connection began to bloom. Their meetings became frequent. Under the cover of night, they explored the forest, where Lucian showed Clara the constellations that only the keen eyes of a vampire could fully appreciate. Clara, in turn, shared stories of her childhood, painting vivid pictures of her sunlit adventures. Together, they dreamed of a world where their love could thrive. But their love was not without obstacles. Clara's family, protective and wary, forbade her from seeing Lucian. "He's not like us," they warned. Meanwhile, Lucian's vampire kin scoffed at the idea of loving a human. "She will age and perish," they said. "You'll only know heartbreak." Despite the opposition, Lucian and Clara's love grew stronger. They found joy in stolen moments and strength in each other's arms. Yet, the pressure from their families weighed heavily. Clara's parents arranged for her to leave Willowshade, hoping distance would sever their bond. Lucian, torn between his duty to his kin and his love for Clara, considered leaving his world behind. One stormy night, as the rain poured and thunder rumbled, Lucian made his decision. He appeared at Clara's window, his face etched with determination. "Run away with me," he whispered. Clara's heart raced. She knew the risks but couldn't imagine a life without him. Nodding, she packed her belongings, and together they fled into the night. Their journey was fraught with challenges. They hid in caves, shivering as the wind howled through cracks in the stone. They crossed rivers under the pale light of the moon, with Lucian carrying Clara when the currents grew too strong. At one point, they narrowly escaped a band of Lucian's kin, who pursued them relentlessly through a dense forest, their glowing eyes piercing the shadows. Yet in their struggle they found beauty. Lucian taught Clara to see the world through his eyes, pointing out the soft glow of nocturnal flowers and the silent elegance of bats in flight. Clara, in turn, showed Lucian the warmth of trust by sharing her deepest fears and the power of hope through her unwavering belief that they could build a life together despite the odds. As the months passed, their love began to soften the hearts of those who once opposed them. Clara's parents, upon seeing her happiness, started to understand. Lucian's kin, impressed by Clara's courage and devotion, began to question their own prejudices. In the end, love conquered all. Lucian and Clara returned to Willowshade, no longer hiding. They stood together before their families, a symbol of unity and defiance. It wasn't easy, but with time acceptance grew. The town of Willowshade became a place where differences were celebrated, and love was seen as the greatest strength. Years later, as Clara and Lucian watched the sunset together, they reflected on their journey. Their love, once fragile and forbidden, had become an unbreakable bond. In each other, they found not only a partner but also a reason to believe in the impossible. And as the stars began to twinkle above, they knew their story would be remembered for generations to come. A tale of love that defied all odds.